Hey guys, it's Joey. So I'm having to redo this video as the lovely Tracy pointed out. I accidentally showed my address in the last one and you can't be too careful, so I'm going to redo this video for the haul. Not too many people had already seen it, so it's not too bad. And what I think I will do is I'll go through everything again. I do have a couple more bits because my Pagan Dreams order actually showed up, and it means I can compare and contrast a bit. And what I thought I would also do is talk a little bit about the metaphysical properties of each herb as we go through. And I will give a few more bits of information. So the first thing I got is Florida water, which I ordered through Amazon, and I can't remember where I ordered it because I didn't get a receipt. I could find out if I went on into my computer, but meh. So the main reason I wanted to show the Florida water is for Nimbus River, to show him which one I got, because he made a really great video about Florida water and its uses, and he's pretty new to YouTube, so if you haven't seen his videos yet, go support him, go watch his videos about his mixtures. He makes a mixture of Florida water and rainwater for a purifying mist, and I thought that was really unusual and really cool. So if you haven't seen his video, go take a look. Me, I've had an on-off relationship with Florida water. When I very first started my path, I was very drawn to it because I knew a woman in Canterbury and she used to use it all the time, and she did a purification ritual with me, and she actually advised me to rub it on my hands and my feet because of how we might attract negativity through our hands and our feet, and taking energy that way from touching things and walking about and things, residual negative energy sort of thing. And she also said, you know, how you do a ritual in the bath and you push all negativity out through your feet when you're visualizing. It can be sometimes a good idea just to cleanse over with Florida water over your feet, and it just clears it all away. So that was a little snippet that wasn't in the other video. Right, so I'm going to be talking about the Alchemist's Apothecary, and they are a bulk herb company available in the UK through eBay and Amazon. I go through Amazon because it means you have a much better backup system if anything goes wrong, because Amazon are much better than eBay, and if you need customer services or getting in contact with them, I think Amazon is a safer way of doing it, because I've had problems contacting people through eBay before. It's entirely up to you though which you use. And I actually took it out of its bag, out of its wrapper earlier. Is that no, that's the rose petals. Okay, so this is the Angelica root, and I ordered Angelica root from them, and it cost me £5.95 for 100 grams. And it's a really nice consistency. It smells really, really fresh because I've opened it and everything. And I just wanted to show you the comparison because I'd actually ordered some by accident. Well, not by accident. I ordered some from Pagan Dreams because I wasn't sure when they were going to get the Angelica root in. This is what you get from Pagan Dreams, and this is what you get from the Alchemist's Apothecary. This is 25 grams. And this is 100 grams from the Alchemist's Apothecary. It's much of a muchness. This one's a bit darker. I'm not sure whether that means it's older or not, possibly. This is very fresh. Now, with the Alchemist's Apothecary, they actually didn't stock Angelica root. And Angelica root is my favourite herb. I use it for everything. I love it. I love the energy of it. I love the smell of it. I love the texture of it. I love the energy boost it gives to everything around it. It's a bit like dragon's blood resin in that respect. It sort of energizes everything else. And I contacted the Alchemist's Apothecary through Amazon and said to them, on the off chance, because I use it so much, would they consider getting it in for me? Not only did they get it in for me, they kept in regular contact with me. They checked which one I wanted, they checked if I wanted roots or leaves, they checked which kind of Angelica I wanted, and then they offered three sizes. They offered 100 grams, 50 grams and 200 grams. The price comparison is $1.99 at Pagan Dreams, $5.95. Was that? Yeah, $5.95 for 100 grams, $1.99 for I believe it was for 25 grams. I'm pretty sure. So it actually works out £2 or £3 cheaper to buy from the Alchemist's Apothecary for the same amount. And I will quickly read over the magical properties of Angelica. Masculine, sun, fire, Venus, as well as angels. Exorcism, protection, healing and visions. Sprinkle the four corners of your home with Angelica to ward off evil, or put it around the perimeter of your house. Added to baths, Angelica removes curses, hexes and any spells that may have been cast against you. The root has been carried in the pocket as a gambling talisman among some American Indian tribes. Also used in healing incenses, mixes, and smoking the leaves is said to cause visions. Obviously this is a root. I do have some leaves, but I prefer the root. I like using both, but the root, to me, it smells really good. It's really good for home protection, really, really good for that, and it wards off negativity anyway, it wards off spell casting, and it does energise the bunny, everything around it. So then I showed the rose petals earlier. I popped them in a bag, and I will show them again. There are a few leaves in here, but it's nowhere near as bad as the last time I ordered from the other place. When I ordered petals and I got mostly buds, and what wasn't buds in the whole pack was mainly leaf and the stem and that bit underneath. And I was really, really angry about the roses last time. I was really disappointed. And because I used these a lot, and the colour and the smell and the quality from Alchemist's Apothecary is really, really good. And the price is $1.95 for 50 grams. So it's really, really good. Obviously, roses is mainly for love magic. So then I got some dandelion leaves. The dandelion leaves were... I'm trying to be quick for this bit. Where are you, dandelion leaves? £1.25, which I thought was really good for 50 grams. And I believe it's wishes. I think the leaves are the same. Wish making and things like that. I'm just going to scroll through my book. Through my book, through my book, through my book. Bear with me. If it's not in here, then yeah. Masculine, Jupiter, air, Hecate. Divination, wishes, calling spirits. An infusion will promote psychic powers. If you leave it by the bed, it calls spirits to send... Oh no, so yeah. So that's that. So marjoram, which I'm trying desperately not to say marjoram, which is the joke I made in the last video, so for some people it'll be a bit benign, is £1.25 for 50 grams. And Miss Brenda says you can use it in cooking. I don't think I've ever used it in cooking. I don't think I've ever used it in magic. I don't think. This is a new one for me. Masculine, Mercury, air, Venus and Aphrodite, protection, love, happiness and health, as well as money. Used in love spells and as a food can strengthen love. There you go. Carried, it is protective, as when it's placed around the house, a bit in each room and renewed each month. Grown in the garden, it offers shielding powers against evil. Violets and marjoram mixed together are worn in the winter months as an amulet against cold. It's supposed to bring happiness to a depressed person and is also used in money, mixtures and sachets. So there you go. And powering through. So then I got some, ooh, there's two. And then I got milk thistle, which was 100 grams. Milk thistle was $2.75 for 100 grams. Now, I don't know if this one's going to be in here, we'll find out. I'm looking through the... It doesn't look like it's going to be in here. The Cunningham Encyclopedia Failing that, we will use the iPad, and the iPad will scream, "No, I don't want to work," because you're on camera. And the minute you want something to work, we will crash. I'm talking down to it in the hopes that it will pretend that it doesn't know what I'm talking about and will just work. Okie dokie. Milk thistle. Magical uses, please. Medicine. Magical. Magical information. Mars. Fire. Supposed to enrage snakes. That's interesting. I don't think that's really what we're going to be using it for, is it really? Yes, I would. Strength, protection, healing, exorcism. There we go, that's a little bit better. That looks a little bit more credible. Masculine, Mars, Thor, Minerva. Strength, protection, healing, exorcism, hex breaking. There's lots and lots of... Oh, there is snake enraging here as well. A herb of protection and vitality. A bowlful placed in a room strengthens the spirits and renews vitality. It may be carried for strength and energy, offer protection when grown in the garden, or placed in the pocket. Throwing them into the fire will deflect lightning from your home. Wearing a garment made from thistle will break any spells. Puppets are also stuffed with these to break spells. So yeah, so that's interesting. I haven't used milk thistle before, so... Right, and then the one that's hiding underneath is galangal. Galangal. Which cost? Where are you? 100 grams was £1.95. Now, I know it has multiple uses. I'm pretty sure you can use it in love spells in forms of lustiness. Get your lust on with galangal root. And I've got a feeling it might be used in anti-hex work as well, but I will double check what the book says. just for your masculine, Mars, fire, protection, lust, health, money, psychic powers, hex breaking. There you go, I could remember it all. Has many different magical needs, I've noticed that. Placed in a sachet of leather with silver, it brings money. Powdered is supposed to break spells and curses. It's also carried or sprinkled around the home to promote lust. Worn, it develops or aids in the development of psychic power, as well as protecting the power. Yeah, and if it is unavailable, ginger can be substituted, but we're alright, we've got them. Okay, burdock root is really great for anti-hex work. I think you can use it in negative magic if you so wished as well, but I'm not going to be doing that because that's negative. 125, 50 grams. Burdock root. It can also be used in protection and healing magic. Cast around the home to ward off negativity, add protection incenses. The leaves can help cure gout. Well, we don't have any leaves, so there you go. Burdock root. Okie dokie. Hawthorn leaves, which I was really excited to get because I have never worked with hawthorn leaves. And my wand that came to me for the Morrigan was hawthorn. Was £1.75 for 100 grams. I thought it was really good. Now I've got a feeling the hawthorn leaves are going to be to do with the Morrigan for my purposes. As I search through hawthorn. Masculine, Mars, fire. Oh, it's got ritual uses. Oh, this is interesting. Were once used to decorate maypoles. At one point in time, hawthorns were believed to be witches who had transformed themselves into trees. That's nice. Has long been used to increase fertility. The leaves, curiously enough, are also used to enforce celibacy. Oh dear. We won't be doing that. protects against lightning. Oh my god, this is the second herb against lightning. Are you trying to tell me something? And in the house in which it resides, no evil ghost may enter. It's also powerful for protecting against damage from storms. Romans place hawthorns in cradles to guard children from evil spells. And is sacred to the fairies and is part of the tree fairy triad of Britain, oak, ash and thorn. Where all three trees grow together is Senward or Macy fairies. I believe in Celtic practices it's also to do with the other world, like the fae thing comes from a Celtic belief that you could enter the other world near oak, ash and thorn. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that that's the case. Okay, lime leaves. Limey leaves. I use limey leaves as part of my incense and candle making process for Hecate. Can also be used for healing, love and protection. Yeah, I think that's all we need to say about that. We don't need much more about that. Nettle! I forgot to say how much the lime leaves were. The lime leaves are cheaper than they are in my local shop and cost me £1.85. The nettle leaves in front of you are £2.25 for 100 grams, which is pretty good. Nettle is a fantastic herb for protection and for getting rid of negativity. It's really good for both, and you can make teas out of nettle and things, but for me it's one of those herbs that's just a staple in that sort of magic. I will read the blurb as well. Masculine Mars, fire, Thor, exorcism, protection, healing, lust. To remove a curse and send it back, stuff a poppet with nettle or carry some. Sprinkle around the house to keep evil out. I think this is what I'm going to be doing all weekend. Sprinkling. Ward off ghosts. Carried with yarrow is to allay fear. Worn as an amulet to keep negativity away. Can also be used as a lust-inducing herbs, and Mexican spiritualists recommend its use in purification baths because it is more carnivorous than other herbs, so it will work more efficiently. There you go. Carnivorous nettle. And then ginseng, which has been popping up everywhere. And I keep reading recipes with it in, and I keep seeing quotes of it. Okay, let's see. Oh, I like its folk name, Wonder of the World Root. That's interesting. Protection, lust, love, wishes, healing, beauty. Carried for love and to guard one's health. Bring beauty to all that carry it, but burn it to ward off evil spirits and break hexes and curses. There's a theme going on, isn't there? Hold ginseng root in your hands, visualise your wish and throw into running water. Or carve your wish onto a root and toss into the water. Can be substituted for the mandrake. So I believe that's all the herbs. I mentioned that they got things in for me, which was really, really good of them. The customer service was really, really good. Now, the postage was £9. There are a lot of herbs. I will again gather them all up so you can see. So so all of those. They came well packed. They all had tissue paper around them and bubble wrap. They came in a baggie, which I've now thrown away and has my address on it, so we won't be showing it again. And like a derp. And it came the very next day, and both times I have ordered from them, it's come the very next day. The quality from them is brilliant. It's really, really fresh. They all have expiration dates on them, so you know that they're uber fresh and they're going to last until this date, ideally. They won't last till that long because I'll get through them like nobody's business. Although I was supposed to make incenses today and I've just not got around to it. Let's have the Florida watering shot for a minute. And I think that's everything I need. I mean, the prices of the herbs are really, really good. And if you can't find what you're looking for, then you can contact them and talk to them about it. And if they can, I'm sure they will accommodate you. They do also sell cooking herbs. They have curry herbs and paprika and stuff like that. And as I said, they're on eBay and Amazon. The shipping for £9 is maybe a little bit pushing it because they put shipping onto each herb. I assume they do it by weight and put a price on for each one. I guess it's pushing it a little, but I was happy to pay that. It came the next day, it's all wrapped up, and the price of the herbs are really, really reasonable for what you're getting, because you are getting really good amount for the price you're paying. So maybe a little tiny bit more than in shipping than I would have thought. It doesn't really bother me so much. And it does come in really great condition, really, really fast. And they are really, really wonderful people. So, so I did get a crystal from Pagan Dreams, which is a rhodonite, which I will show. It's really lovely. So if you stuck with me to the end of the video, there you go. That wasn't on the last video. So I'm sorry I had to re-record it for, yeah, for that reason. Oops. But I wanted to go through it. I've talked a little bit more about the herbs and their magical uses, so maybe that will make up for my mistake. And that's it for this video, the second time round. Many blessings.